Every single day, millions of tomatoes make their journey from sprawling farms to processing plants, transforming from ripe fruit on a vine into sauces, pastes, and products that feed people across the world. But behind that simple tomato you slice for a sandwich or pour over pasta lies an immense network of technology, timing, and teamwork. In this video, we're going to uncover the fascinating industrial process of how tomatoes are harvested and processed at massive scale, from soil to sauce and beyond. This is the How Factory, and this is how millions of tomatoes are harvested and processed every day. It all begins months before harvest, when farmers prepare their fields with precision. Tomatoes, though delicate, are grown on a truly industrial scale. Massive tractors plow the soil, creating rows that stretch for miles. Seedlings, often cultivated in specialized greenhouses, are transplanted into the field by automated planters that can place thousands per hour. Every plant is spaced evenly for maximum sunlight and airflow, reducing disease and optimizing growth. Farmers carefully monitor moisture levels and nutrients, often using GPS-guided irrigation systems and soil sensors. Drip irrigation delivers water directly to each plant's roots, conserving water in regions where every drop counts. In some areas, the fields are so large that drones scan them daily to detect growth patterns and stress, helping farmers decide where to water or fertilize. After weeks of sunshine and care, the tomato fields burst into color. Ripe red fruit gleams under the sun, signaling harvest time. But unlike traditional handpicking, modern tomato harvesting is a feat of engineering. Specialized machines known as tomato harvesters sweep through the fields, cutting plants at the base and gently shaking them to release the fruit. These harvesters are designed to handle incredible volumes. Some can collect up to 70 tons of tomatoes per hour. Onboard cameras and sensors distinguish ripe tomatoes from green or damaged ones, automatically separating them as they move along the belts. Dirt, stems, and leaves are filtered out instantly, while the ripe fruit continues onward. Workers oversee the process, ensuring quality and keeping the machinery running smoothly as trucks line up nearby to haul the fresh crop to processing facilities. Timing is everything. Once harvested, tomatoes must reach the factory within hours to preserve freshness. In regions like California, Italy, and Spain, some of the world's biggest tomato producers, fleets of trucks move continuously between farms and processing plants during harvest season. Each load is tested for quality, color, sugar content, and acidity before unloading. At the factory gate, giant hydraulic dumpers tilt truckloads of tomatoes into massive water flumes, starting the washing process. Inside the factory, the scale of production is staggering. Thousands of tons of tomatoes flow through vast networks of stainless steel channels filled with clean water. The water currents carry the fruit while debris and dirt sink to the bottom. Powerful jets rinse every tomato multiple times, removing soil, dust, and any field residue. As they move through sorting lines, high-speed cameras and laser sensors inspect each piece, rejecting anything bruised or underripe. Workers stand by to double-check for quality, ensuring that only perfect tomatoes continue forward. Once clean, the tomatoes are sent to blanching machines, where they're briefly heated in hot water or steam. This loosens their skins, which are then removed by specialized peelers. Some facilities use advanced steam peeling systems that separate skins and pulp in seconds, saving energy and reducing waste. The peeled tomatoes are either left whole for canning or directed toward the next stage, crushing and pulping. In the pulping machines, stainless steel blades crush the fruit into a thick puree. This is then pumped through fine mesh screens that separate the seeds and remaining skin, producing a smooth, uniform pulp known as tomato juice. Depending on the final product, this pulp will follow different paths. For ketchup, sauces, or paste, it's concentrated through a process called evaporation. Huge vacuum evaporators remove water under low pressure, thickening the tomato pulp without losing flavor or nutrients. What emerges is rich, bright red tomato paste, the foundation for countless products around the world. From here, the paste is cooled and pumped into sterile tanks, ready for packaging or further processing. Some is stored in large aseptic drums, holding up to 300 kilograms each, sealed airtight for a long shelf life. Others are sent directly to canning lines. The scale is mind-blowing. Modern tomato processing plants can fill over 500,000 cans per day, Conveyor belts move continuously as filling machines dispense precise portions into cans or glass jars. Lids are sealed instantly, and the containers pass through sterilization tunnels where they're heated to kill any remaining bacteria. Within minutes, raw tomatoes are transformed into shelf-stable food ready to ship worldwide. But tomato processing doesn't stop at paste or canned goods. Factories also produce diced tomatoes, sauces, juices, and even powders for flavoring. Each product requires its own line of specialized machines. For diced tomatoes, the pulp is gently cut by high-speed blades, then mixed with a small amount of tomato juice before sealing. For sauces, spices, and herbs are blended in large mixing kettles under strict recipes. For juice, the product is filtered and clarified for a smooth finish. Each variation is carefully monitored by engineers and food scientists to maintain consistency and flavor across millions of units. One of the most remarkable parts of modern tomato processing is waste management, or rather the lack of waste. Every part of the tomato is used peels, and seeds are collected and processed for tomato oil or animal feed. Wastewater from washing is filtered, cleaned, and reused. Even the steam from cooking can be recaptured for heat recovery, reducing energy use. In some plants, solar panels and biogas generators power entire operations, making the cycle nearly self-sustaining. These innovations have made tomato processing one of the most efficient food industries in the world. Meanwhile, automation continues to advance. In the latest facilities, robotic arms handle boxes, AI vision systems track color consistency, and digital dashboards monitor every stage in real time. If a batch falls below quality standards, it's rerouted automatically. Engineers can even adjust temperature, flow, or blending ratios remotely. It's a seamless combination of human experience and machine precision. As the day ends, the scale of the operation becomes clear. Warehouses fill with stacks of finished products: tomato paste drums, canned goods, bottles, and cartons, all labeled and ready for shipment. Trucks and cargo containers line up for loading, bound for supermarkets, restaurants, and food manufacturers across continents. Each item represents the combined effort of thousands of workers, machines, and farmers working together in one continuous flow. But while the process is industrial, the tomato itself remains deeply connected to nature. Its success depends on the sun, soil, and timing. Farmers must carefully balance irrigation, fertilizer, and weather to ensure a perfect crop. In regions prone to drought or heat waves, new hybrid varieties are developed to withstand stress while maintaining flavor. Agronomists test soil, pH, nutrients, and microbial health to keep yields sustainable. It's a constant blend of tradition and innovation. The same fruit cultivated by ancient civilizations, now grown with satellites and sensors. Around the world, the tomato industry supports millions of people. From pickers and drivers to factory engineers and food scientists, it's a massive ecosystem powered by precision and dedication. In countries like Italy, entire towns revolve around the harvest season. In California's Central Valley, highways are filled with tomato trucks during summer months, each carrying part of a global story that feeds billions. And yet, despite its scale, the process has one simple goal: to capture the freshness of a ripe tomato and preserve it perfectly. From the moment a harvester shakes the vines to the instant a can is sealed, every second counts. The temperature, timing, and technique determine the final flavor, that unmistakable taste of sun-ripened fruit that ends up on our plates. As technology evolves, so too does the future of tomato processing. Robotic harvesters are becoming faster and more selective. AI-driven sorting systems can detect imperfections invisible to the human eye. New packaging materials are biodegradable or recyclable, cutting waste even further. And green energy is increasingly powering the entire supply chain, making the red fruit of the earth a symbol of sustainable progress. So next time you open a can of tomatoes or squeeze ketchup onto your meal, take a moment to think about what it took to get there. The drones scanning the fields, the harvesters rolling under the sun, the factory lines glowing with light and motion. Every bottle, every can, every drop of sauce is the result of a global ballet of machines and minds working in harmony. From the first seed planted in the soil to the final label on the shelf, This is how millions of tomatoes are harvested and processed every day. A story of precision agriculture, industrial mastery, and the remarkable journey from field to factory. Thanks for watching The How Factory, where we uncover how the world really works. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories about the science, engineering, and ingenuity behind everyday products that feed and power the planet.